I'm such a terrible person, and I am so sorry, friendly neighborhood Chihuahua, because you asked me at 6:30 this morning. I saw it that you needed help with this problem, and it's 9:56 right now. So I apologize. It's like way later than it needed to be, but I got to work. I was planning on doing this, and then I completely lost track of time and did not ever get to it, and just realized that I didn't do it. So we were asked to do a simultaneous equation, which is system of equations, and we're asked to do a substitution method. Now, the reason why I would do substitution method with this is because the y is practically by itself. It's not 100%. I do need to get rid of the 4 first, but it's not set up the same way where they're like x's are on top of each other, the y's are on top of each other. So it's kind of set up in a better mode for me to do substitution method. So I'm going to start to substitute. I'm going to take the top equation and I'm going to rewrite it as if I'm ready to substitute. So we're going to move that down, and what we want to do, I'm just going to kind of put a line here so you can see. So we're going to rewrite this equation, 4y equals 2x minus 24. Now I'm going to rewrite this to get it ready for setup for a substitution method. In order to substitute, I want y by itself, or x. So I want to get the 4 out of there. So I want to do the opposite operation. Now when I do that division, I have to do it with every piece that I have. Now 4 divided by 4, as we all know, is just going to be 1y. 1/2 is what we're going to do when we reduce 2/4. I'm just going to put this as 0.5x. It might be a little bit easier for us in a minute. And then negative 24 divided by 4 is going to be negative 6. So this is what this is rewritten. So just kind of keep that in mind. Okay, so I changed this around, and now it's a little bit different. Now, what I want to do with the second equation that I have here, where y is, which is right here, this is the spot right here we're talking about, we're going to replace the y part with this. So in here, everything else is going to be the same. We're just replacing the y. So we're going to have 6x minus 3, but instead of me writing y, I'm going to put in parentheses this boxed in piece that I have here. So 0.5x minus 6, and then it's equal to negative 2. And then I'm going to want to distribute. So again, now I've just kind of substituted in. I'm going to substitute right out here. So 6x is going to stay 6x. This is negative 3 times 1/2. So negative 3 times 0.5 is going to be negative 1.5x. And then negative 3 times negative 6 is going to be a positive 18 equals negative 2. Now, I want to combine like terms, so I want to combine these two pieces right here. These are going to combine to get me 4.5x plus the 18 equals negative 2. Now, in order for me to get the x by itself, I need to do the plus 18. I need the opposite of operation, which is to subtract. We're going to end up with 4.5x is equal to negative 20 over here. And then we're going to do our last step, which typically happens, is divide. So we're going to divide both sides by the 4.5. We're going to end up with a really terrible number. The 4.5s are going to cancel, leaving me with x is equal to, as you can see, I'm going to do this, 20 negative divided by 4.5, negative 4.4 repeating. Okay, so we're going to have negative 4.4 repeating. So that's my x coordinate. This is terrible, but whatever. It's whatever it is, it is. So that's what my x coordinate is. Now that I have that, I'm going to go back up to the originals. You always want to go to the originals when you do this. Do whatever you want to do. Make it your own. I'm going to actually just go up to the top equation. Here's what I'm going to say. Don't go to the rearranged one. Here's why. Should I have made a mistake somehow in either of these when I rearranged it? If I make a mistake and I solve, and then I go plugging in with the rearranged one, I'm going to get a completely wrong answer. If I go back to one of the two originals, it'll work, and then you'll say, that doesn't work, it doesn't make sense. So it will be helpful for you to make sure that you use the original equations. This being a really weird number, it does check out. It is the right number, but it's terrible. I'm gonna just go with the first equation. I think that's the easiest for me to work with this. It's not gonna be great no matter what. So what I'm gonna do is over here, I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna put the original equation. So 4y is equal to 2. Now it said 2x. Now my x we know is negative 4.4 repeating, and then minus 24. So that's what we have. Now that's ugly to work with, but whatever. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this number, so it's already in my calculator. So we're gonna times that by 2, because that's what we have here, so 2 times that, which gives me this. And then we're gonna hit minus 24. Okay, so that's what my answer is right there. So we have 4y is equal to all of this, which is this on my display, which is negative 32.8 repeating. Now, you're gonna ask me, well, why is it repeating? Because the last number is 9. The reason why that 9 is different is because it's a number that would have been 8, but because the last digit is a number greater, 5 or greater, it's gonna round that last digit up. So it is really actually a repeating 8. Now, I need to get that y by itself. So I'm gonna divide the answer that's on my decimals, my display, and all I'm gonna do is just take it while it's still there and hit divided by 4, because that's what I have to do. And this is my answer for y. So negative 8.2 repeating is the y. Now, I would normally go back and check. This is a really long video, so I'm not gonna do that, but your answers are x is equal to negative 4.4 repeating. My y, as you can see above right there, is negative 8.2 repeating. And that is my finalized answer. If you go back and check in both of the equations to make sure that they both hold true, you will find that they are correct answers. And that, my friends, is how you solve a substitution problem. If you want more questions like these, find them on my YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at U1Algebra. All of these are gonna be located in my Systems of Equations substitution method playlist. Don't forget to like, share, and follow me for more.